Oh, back here on 10 Tampa Bay, we continue our community connection in Odessa and the surrounding communities. And right now, Dave Wagner hanging out at Starkey Market in Trinity. That's about 7 miles west of Odessa.
And Dave, that market is a historic staple of the area, and it gives us a taste of this rural paradise just north of Tampa.
Yeah, it is beautiful around here. From a humble beginning with a dream, a horse, and a cow, Starkey Farms has grown into a symbol of endurance and innovation. From its roots back in 1922 to a thriving hub for community agriculture and ecotourism today.
It is a pastoral place of peace where family farms are increasingly overshadowed by the sprawling subdivisions of Odessa.
It's changing rapidly, and it's changed more in the last 10 to 20 years than probably has in the last 100.
At Starkey Farms, they are less than 6 weeks away from their next you-pick blackberry harvest.
These are all thornless blackberries, which is different than the native blackberries to Florida, because native blackberries with the thorns will absolutely tear you up. But these, no thorns on them, big, beautiful blackberries.
Aaron Dirksen is co-owner of Starkey Farms. He's a pastor and a planter.
How do those two intersect? I think they intersect beautifully, because in the Bible there's so many correlations between growing things and seeds and our faith to how it actually happens in a natural application.
To understand the transformation of this land requires a 104-year journey to the past that began with Jay Starkey.
He's a cattle rancher, and the original farm started in Largo, Florida. And so cattle ranching is no joke, right? I mean, cattle calf, raising calves, and trying to keep, them in fenced. They had to fence 16,000 acres by horseback. Can you imagine doing that in a turn, right after the turn of the century? And then driving, we have pictures of them actually driving their herd up US 19 as a dirt road to this ranch here.
Much of what was on Starkey Farm for decades was used to build the Starkey Market, trough, and bar.
Tree off the original ranch yard, the pine tree at the top of it. Here's one of our old cattle ranch stores, in fact, go on to keep the cattle.
Timber, cattle brands, even rattlesnake and copperhead skins. For Aaron, this is sacred ground, and he's working to be a good steward of the soil tilled by Jay Starkey.
What you see in front of us here is definitely what you would have saw 100 years ago. This is minus the power lines coming through, but the cypress heads, the swamps, all that is even preserved. What we're looking at between us and that cypress head is all preserved wetlands areas there.
On Wednesdays and Sundays, it's church for this non-denominational pastor. Today, Aaron finds himself in a place he never imagined.
And you think the joke about the pastor who started a bar?
You had to go there. You eat drink. Yeah, I know. I've never drank in my life. I don't drink, and I've never even tasted alcohol.
With humor, humility, and hard work, Aaron and the Starkey family prepare for the next century of this farm.
And this year we're doing something different. We don't know exactly how it's going to turn out, hopefully successful, but we're doing a you-pick wildflowers, where you can come, cut your own stems of flowers, put together your own bouquet, as well as sunflowers. And so we're really excited about that.
When you look out here, you say this is God's country.
Without a doubt, yeah.
You look around this area and the Starkey name is absolutely everywhere. There's been a lot of development and the Starkey name is attached to it. Jay Starkey owned a lot of land here, thousands upon thousands of acres. He's left a lot to the public to enjoy for generations to come.